that seep. The jukebox screams, the lights will weep. No justice here, just lies that can't. Coffee's cool, blood runs hot. Corner table, a ticking clock. Whispers rise, stories ride. No escapist, cause a spot. True crime cafe, where shadows stay. True crime cafe, where sins replay. True crime cafe, no price to pay. True crime cafe, every damn day. Every damn day. Fingers tapping, blackened keys. Sweat drips down, can't find peace. Eyes like daggers, cut through breeze. All these ghosts, they never leave. Who's the liar? Who's the prey? Who's the hunter in this play? True crime cafe, where shadows stay. True crime cafe, where sins replay. True crime cafe, no price to pay. True crime cafe, every damn day. Every damn day. Table stained with secrets deep, promises broken, wounds that seep. The jukebox screams, the lights will weep. No justice here, just lies that can't. Coffee's cool, blood runs hot. Corner table, a ticking clock. Whispers rise, stories ride. No escapist, cause a spot. True crime cafe, where shadows stay. True crime cafe, where sins replay. True crime cafe, no price to pay. True crime cafe, every damn day. Every damn day. Fingers tapping, blackened keys. Sweat drips down, can't find peace. deep. The jukebox screams, the lights will weep. No justice here, just lies that can't.
All right. Welcome back to the cafe, everybody. It's so great to see you. Sorry about that. I hope you're all having a great start to your weekend, an awesome Saturday, enjoying the beautiful weather when you're outside. And thank you all for being here when you're inside. I appreciate that so very much. Great to see you all today. And I appreciate you all joining us. Please make sure to hit the like button on the way through the door, if you will, folks, and share this out. Let everybody know what we be doing in here. Same old stuff, talking about what's going on in Idaho, of course, and crime scene photos, crime scene situations, crime scene questions, all sorts of things. So here we are to talk about it. Hope everybody will jump on in to the conversation, join us, and talk about these things. Thank you so much once again for joining me, guys. So I guess the next thing to do now is to hello, governors. Welcome back. Good to see you. Come on in and grab a comfortable place to sit, or not comfortable, whatever you choose. You might like to be uncomfortable. Some people do. I don't know. It is what it is. Find somewhere to sit your little tushy down. Let's have these conversations that we have every day. Every time we get something new, we got to break it down, talk about it, look at it, ask questions, try to get answers. That's what we do. So thank you for being here for that. I appreciate it very much. Very much. I appreciate seeing a bunch of people over at Willie's and Annie's, or Miss Potts, I'm sorry. I appreciated the support everybody's given to them as well. I love seeing the communities come together like we do for this and work together trying to get answers to this instead of fighting against each other. I think it's amazing. I think the moderators over there did a great job as well. Miss Alicia, Superwoman, does it here, does it there, does it everywhere. And she chases all her kids around too. She's crazy amazing in my opinion. As are the rest of my blue crew in here. As always, amazing peeps. And I love every one of them. Couldn't do it without them. So thank you to all of you as always. Speaking of peeps, who we got in here right now? Gianna Gambino. Wonderful to see you again, Gianna. Alicia J. Hey. Miss Meg. Yes, I was getting ready to say Miss Meg too. She's a mega star. That's why I call her that. She's amazing. Michelle Weddle, good to see you. Miss Tandy, another amazing moderator. Good to see you, Miss Tandy. Wonderful to have you here today. Gedaguchi, all the way from Poland. I appreciate that so very much. Miss Sherry's in the house. Woman Power 101. What's going on with you? Good to see you today. Excuse me. Miss Josie Joe, what is happening, Josie? Good to see you. Humphrey, welcome back. Miss Rach, always happy to see you. 10 p.m. in Poland right now. Beautiful night, full moon on display. That's amazing. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see here. Robert Sanders, new subscriber. Wonderful to see you, sir. Hope you enjoyed here and love to see you more and more. Appreciate that so very much. Stuart Jones, great to see you, my friend. Josie West, always happy to see you. Hope you're doing well. Miss Charlene, welcome back. Good to see you today. Fizzy's in the house. What's going on, Fizzy? Great to see you. Fizzing around in here. Truth Seeker still looking for that truth like the rest of us. I agree. DKM, what is going on? And good to see you. Cat Lover, welcome back. Michelle F, good to see you. LR, welcome. Saltzilla. Salty Godzilla. That's a new one. I love it. Anna Zorman, good to see you. LR, I think I already said it, but hello again. Do me a favor, guys. If you're from the UK or anywhere but the United States, throw a one in the chat for me real quick. I'm just curious real quick. Pumpkin Dawn, wonderful to see you again. Thank you for joining us. My number one fan, as she has always proclaimed, Miss Boone is in the house. Good to see you, Boone. Always happy to have you here. Thank you for joining us. I might be green, but I'm allergic to the reds. I love Josie. She's so funny and so like real too. K Dips, what is up? Good to see you. Our own special metalhead, Mr. Scotty's in the house. Good to see you, Scott. Thank you for joining us, brother. Tomorrow's sauce. Yes. Sunday is gravy day. That's a fact. Vintage Violet, welcome back to you. Good to see you. Samantha Baggett, welcome to you. Good afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Wherever you are, whatever it is, whoever you are, I hope it's good for you because it's great to be here with you. Thank you, Kate. Good to see you too, Scott. Let's see here. So we got, good Lord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Borg. What's going on, Borg? Good to see you. We got 5 or 6 people from another country, other countries. I love that. That's so amazing to me that we can get together and we're so far apart and have these discussions. And it just, that's always amazed me, guys. I love seeing it. We've always had a lot of UKers that come in here and Aussies too. So keep them coming. I love it. Joanne. Good to see you, Miss Joanne. It's 2220 in Slovenia. That's the other part of my heritage. I'm half Italian, half Slovenian. We could be related, Miss Anna. You never know. Terry Yap. Hello and welcome. Good to see you. Thank you, Miss John. I appreciate that very much. Again, thank you to my blue crew for jumping in here. Appreciate and love you guys so very much. Couldn't do without you. Yes, it is great to see you. All of you. I hope you're all feeling good, doing well. Having a good day. Too fast for fleas. What's going on? My southern accent is so thick, people think that there's nothing wrong with that. My wife's entire family, you can barely understand some of them, but they're amazing people. So that's all that matters. Great to see you. Midnight at the Machineel is good. I never say it. I know I don't, but welcome anyway. It's good to have you here. Okay, take your time. Be careful. I'd rather you be safe than be here. Truly, Midnight. So be safe, and we'll be here for you when you come back. Probably are. Great minds think alike. Amen. Yes, ma'am. Come on in, guys. Get comfortable. Grab a seat. Plenty to talk about. Too much to talk about, to be honest with you. And just nothing but more questions, as always. Every time we get something different, something new, more questions. Thank you so much. God bless and thank you so much, Gia, for the super sticker. It's a little, looks like a little hippo clapping his hands. It's cute. Jessica Bulk, welcome. Good to see you. I'm glad that you were able to shower up just in time, Humphrey. Got to smell good coming in here, too. That's important. SRB does it all the time. Speaking of SRBBB, hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. No problem, Miss Rach. Thank you for being here. Meg, there's the megastar right there. Meg P's in the house. Thank you for being here, Meg. Telling you what, you and Alicia and the rest of the mods were hammering away over at Willie's. Great job, Meg. Great job, Alicia. Anybody else that was over there helping, same to you. Great show. Great show. We got to get Willie's link dropped and Miss Annie's link dropped in here, guys. We got to get them channels growing. Yes, she is. Meg is a mega star. We love Meg. We absolutely love Meg. I love all the moderators, every one of them. I could not, if one of them was missing, something would go wrong. I promise you. If one of the people that do this, that helped me to create all this stuff, to do this with me, was not here, something would be wrong. That's all I'm saying. In Stitches in the house. Still in them stitches, too. Good to see you, Stitches. Thank you for being here. Speaking of, Miss Meg's already starting. There's the link to Willie's channel, folks. Check it out. I don't think it's her microphone 300. I think truly, because it kept going robotic, it sounded, and I know she said she had a good connection, but it sounded like I do when I have a bad, because my internet's garbage. We know that. I have Optimum in it. And when it when it does that, that's the same sound it does to me. But she said she had a good connection, so I don't know what was going on. You're okay, SRB. You do your thing, please. Oh, it's okay. There's Willie's link again. See, that's how good they are. They both did it. And then we got Miss Potts right there, another amazing channel. Please, please, please. It was not terrible. Annie, stop it. It was amazing. You just having technical issues. We all do it. Guys, how often do I have technical issues in here? Come on. We know better. It's not that easy to do. Equipment doesn't always work right. Your connections don't even... Listen, I've had... We're over here. I'm looking at my other screen over here. It shows my connection. It says excellent connection. Literally. And it's bright green. At the same time, I'm cutting out and bleeping and things. So it is what it is, folks. Nothing's perfect with this stuff. Ever. Ever. So you did amazing, Annie, as you always do. So stop even saying that. Don't delete it. Don't delete it. It was great. Mr. Weddle, thank you so much for the super sticker, dear. Appreciate you so much. I do. But I do have a lot of questions about these pictures. And truly, I'll be honest with you, folks. My biggest question is the way that, I know I think it's everybody's question, but the way that the crime scene was treated, period. You know, we talked about some of this yesterday when we reviewed some of these pictures, but I don't get it. I don't. Oh my God, Gianna, you're killing me with the lasagna stuff. Sunday is the day. Yes. No worries, Annie. We love you. We appreciate and respect you. It's not your fault. It is not your fault. Stop being so hard on yourself. We wouldn't know what to do if you weren't in this community. I promise you that. You did a great job. You and Willie both. See, I don't know how some of you guys that are on like phone, Annie was on a computer. I know that, but anybody that does it on phones and stuff, I don't know how you had the patience to do that. I couldn't. Truth seeker, seeking that truth. I've tried it before once on a phone, and I got so frustrated I almost threw it. Circus Music, welcome. Good to see you. You know what? We said that yesterday, Gianna, and I agree. Meg is a megastar. If those pictures were taken by an officer on their phone, where are the bodies? I don't think they were blurred, but maybe. Well, I think the bodies were avoided to an extent in some senses, but it's weird because they didn't take the bodies out to a certain... This is why I have questions. I truly have questions because of this. We saw Murphy in the house under the desk. We were told that Murphy was taken out of the house at a certain point. So we know the pictures were taken beforehand. But we don't see bodies in certain pictures. And even if we did, I wouldn't show them to you. But the thing is where the bodies didn't go out till later that evening, right? In the middle of the night, I thought. What's going on, folks? I'm confused. Miss Paula, welcome. Good to see you. Yes. Questions. I'd love to see the body cams, Gianna. I don't think we ever will, but I truly would love to see the body cams. Right, Charlene, right. The stove says it's 12:34 in the kitchen pick. If you see. So that was very early. They got there at noon. So what, 34 minutes since they got there. So that which explains why Murphy's still there. But how did they take pictures of the scene without the bodies there? That was strange to me. But I don't know. Just like I said, I don't want to see the bodies. I want to understand what timing and the timeline was, how that worked out. That's all. Jilly Bean, always good to see you, dear. And it was a police officer that was there taking the pictures, I believe, with his phone, which could explain some of the reason why they looked the way they did. Hold on here. Let me go ahead and do this as an open discussion. You guys know what that means. 1 second, because I want everybody's feelings on this too. These work out very well when we all discuss these things and answer each other's questions and question each other's questions and whatever. So it is, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. Annie, you're more than welcome, and I would be absolutely honored if you felt like join me if you feel like it, and anybody else, of course. I have big issues with the beer pong table as well. That thing, if there was somebody chasing somebody through that area, that's kind of what we were told. How did that table stay up and only knock over 2 or 3 cups? And Annie said something in her live just a little bit ago, right? That I didn't think of yesterday when we looked at that made me start thinking. It almost looks like, and I wonder if it was turned, if it was spun the other way around, because there's a lot of other room going towards where the TV would be in that living room. I wonder if it was spun and turned around purposely to block that area so that people would have trouble getting through there. When she said what she said, my mind went zing ding. My spidey senses clicked in. It's a very good thought. And I appreciate you, Annie. That's why I appreciate you. You make me think. And I love thinking. Thank you guys for being here again. Real quick. We got 118 of you amazingly beautiful peeps in the house with 62 likes. Let's see if we can make that match. Please and thank you. Those cups would fall off. Right. There were what? 2, 3 cups knocked over. Something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. Chet Donnelly, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, my spidey senses are definitely going off about this shit. And a lot of people are claiming that those pictures look like they're staged, okay? I get it. I get it because I have my own questions. I'm not saying they were, but I get it. And of course, we got Mikey on screen. I love it that she loves Michael Myers, too. I like that. Good afternoon, Miss Potts. How are you today?
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How do I sound okay? Because I'm on my phone right now, not the laptop.
You sound amazing.
Yeah, it's so much better.
Very clear, very loud out there. Yeah, there's no robotic, nothing. Everything's good.
Oh, well, I don't want to be too loud. Turn my volume down if I'm too loud.
No, it's not too loud. It's loud enough is what I mean. So, sorry. Yeah, you sound great.
So I only wanted to pop up, number one, to say thank you, because I know that you were trying to help today, and I truly appreciate that. I don't know what was going on with my setup today. But the photos, like, we can see on these photos, there are people, like, blurred out. Right?
Yeah, something. Right.
So,
I agree with you.
Even the one that I was showing today where it shows, like, that what looks like a tan-looking comforter, even though the comforter is not tan, I think it's just because of the way the flash from the camera, the phone or whatever that's taking the photos.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
But it almost looks like the silhouette of a person under the blanket. There's a lot of blood. There's a lot of, like, spray and whatever on the walls.
Right.
But you can see that, like, people are blurred out. Even the photo, there's one that's blurred out, looks like a blue blanket. That's allegedly like Xana and Ethan's room. It looks like he is blurred out. It is in the report that there was a blanket over him. Right. So
yeah, definitely.
And, there's a couple of photos in that room where, if you really zoom in and stuff, there's the photo with the Coors Light, the beer thing, and the Taco Bell bag. A lot of blood.
Yeah, Mama Bear, actually, when you were talking about that at that point, she thought that you were struggling to see that and sent me a very, very clear close up that was, I was like, damn, that looks way better, because she thought you were.
Well, like on my end. Yeah, on my end, on my computer, I can magnify like 300 times and zoom all the way in, but you guys can't see it on the StreamYard end.
Right. Yeah, I know. It's stupid the way that works sometimes. See, that's the one she sent me right there. And it's like a really good shot. It doesn't show the blurred out whatever that is up there, but just that point right there. So, but you can definitely see there's definitely a lot of blood in that situation. I am curious what it was that was blurred out over there in that corner, but it could have been. It's obviously something they think is important to the crime. I don't know. Thank you, Gianna, very much. You can't fool the meatballs, Idaho. We see you. Amen to that one, sis. Amen to that. So yeah, there was that she sent over, thinking that that's what you were struggling with. I'm like, that's a good clear photo and a very good zoom, and I can zoom in to an extent too. And I think there's like I can go up to 500, I think, on my system, but it still sometimes is not close enough.
Yeah.
Things are blurry. You know what I mean? So yeah. What's up, Willie?
Yeah.
Again, buddy, the link is pinned if you want to pop up, bud. So no, I agree with you. I agree. But
well, the other photo too, there's one where you can see the nightstand and all of the blood that's like pooling on the nightstand.
Yes.
I don't know if she okay. Yeah.
I do have that one in here too. I have a whole bunch of them that Christy had sent me over. And that is one of them. And it shows. Well, shit. I got a bunch of other stuff in here too. Yeah, that one. That's Dana's room, and a lot of people were talking about. We looked at that yesterday, and they were talking about. It seemed like there should have been more blood in that area, and then it was brought up that he had his head towards the wall, and it all may have gone down the wall down to beside the bed over there, which is why it doesn't look like so bad. So that would make some sense too. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on a minute here.
Well, I know I was trying to say it in my live today, but I was having some audio issues. And the point that I was really getting at is that the blood in both rooms, from what we can see now, like I've already put in my request for the same 180 plus photos that the media got, as well as the first responding officers' body cams.
Yes.
From MPD. So even if they tell me I got to pay for them or whatever, like it's fine. I have no problem paying to get the body cams and the photos.
Well, I was going to say,
when humans lie.
Yes, ma'am.
The blood doesn't.
Right.
And
that's true.
I'm just going to be really interested to hear from some of the, blood spatter experts looking at some of these photos, and if more come out, and, because it tells a story, it really does. So even when people are lying, like the blood isn't lying.
You can't hide it. The blood shows it all. That's right. That is very true. Oh, no. I'm not doing that there. Hold on. Of course he put that out. You never know. All right. Yeah, I agree with you. And it shows like you said, and it was something I know about myself, is certain types of pooling and coagulation and stuff tells its own little story too. So if you can know and understand some of that, and you see it in these pictures, it will tell you certain things. That's the truth, folks. You can read up on these things as well. It does tell things like that online. Okay, so I didn't even know I had that link. That's interesting. Okay, cool. 1 second here. Oh, and that was something I was going to show yesterday, and I never got a chance to. I think Lana put that out too at some point. 1 second here. Okay. That way everybody had an understanding, for those of you that didn't. Hey, Krista. Good to see Miss Reality.
All right, I'm getting out of here. I just wanted to hop up and say thank you. I'm going back and chat.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. You know, you don't have to leave. You're welcome to stay the whole time if you want to.
No, it's okay. I'm just going to chill and chat and relax.
Okay. Oh, well, you had a great show. You did great, whether you liked it or not. You did great. And I can't wait.
Well, I
till your next.
appreciate you trying to help me.
Absolutely. Anytime, every time. Thank you.
All right. Bye. See you in chat.
All right, hon. Bye-bye. So this is the house, folks. For anybody that didn't know that, somebody sent me this. I guess Lana put this out, and this shows the different rooms without any furniture or anything in them, so that everybody understood. And it's not working the way it was supposed to. Thank you, Michelle, for doing that. I appreciate that. So I can't see it right. I don't know why. I think it's because it's a still shot. So anyway, hang on. My apologies. So I guess, yeah, that did come from Lana's. Thank you, SRB, or whoever dropped that in there. I do appreciate it. 1 second. All right, let's get this up here. And thank you guys for dropping Annie's link in there as well. I want these channels both to grow. And everybody, please subscribe if you have not yet. All right. I think so too, Saltzilla, that it was in Xana's room. The Coors box, I'm sorry. I probably should have said what it was. Now I'm trying to find the link to the other one that I had. I have so many different links now and different pictures and things. Okay, here we go. See, that was different to me. This must be The Office. I didn't see this one yesterday. Hold on. Make sure you can see it. So do you know what I are talking about? That there, I'm guessing, is this The Office that was on the ground level, maybe? Because I didn't see this yesterday. I mean, I imagine that they said one of the rooms in the bottom floor was Maddie and Kaylee's office. That's my guess. Yes, that's what I was trying to explain yesterday, Fizzy, that it would definitely give off a Venus, or I'm sorry, an arterial spray, I thought, because of where it's at. If I didn't explain it, then I'm sorry. I'm not very good at that sometimes. Bobby Armstrong, welcome. Good to see you. Find the link of your booking photo when you got arrested for tax evasion. Tax evasion. Oh, you mean when I got divorced and my ex-wife was supposed to pay her taxes and we both got, yeah. I didn't get arrested for tax evasion. I got warned for it, but good try. Trolly, troll. And the whole world knows about me, so I already told everything, but I'm going to tell you what, buddy. Have a good day. Thank you for your view. I appreciate you. Dipshit. That's funny, though. Hey, Fettuccine, good to see you. Oh, it's funny. It's funny. Bobby, go back to mommy. That's what it looked like was a, hey, Gene, good to see you. It looked like The Office to me. And that was on the ground level where they said that other, what do you call it? The empty room was. So nobody's confused. I never got arrested for tax evasion. That's hilarious. But when me and my first wife got divorced, she was supposed to pay the taxes because that was part of our agreement. She didn't. So I got a warning letter that I had to pay the taxes. There was no arrest for it, but that's okay. But I had to pay it. I was pissed off. I did have to pay. Otherwise, because it was in my name still. Gotta love them. Gotta love. That was probably, to be honest with you, because I called out the dot stuff. and said that it was fraud. That's probably where that came from, to be honest with you folks. Fettuccine, what's happening? Love seeing you here. Thank you, Miss Gianna. I appreciate it. Love you guys as much. That's already happened, Rach. That happened a couple years ago, remember? It's all good, though. It's all good. I know, Stuart, but there's so much of this bullshit that I've dealt with already. I'm just used to stepping out and explaining it. You know, it's part of my thing. It is what it is. Let's see. The other picture. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. That I wasn't not familiar with was. Oh, no, I did see that one. I'm sorry. And this one here, I just in case Annie didn't see me in the chat, I know she was questioning something on this one. That is a fan right there. That little black thing is definitely, I think she said it, she saw it at that point, but yeah, definitely a fan. The only reason why I know that's a fan is we have the same exact fan in the same place in our bedroom. So, but yeah, that was a fan. I still think somebody said yesterday that this blurred out picture might have been that picture, the pictures of the eyebrows that Dylan had on her wall. Is AR in the house? What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Brian's in the house too, Bry Guy. Good to see you. Oh, yeah, Fettuccine, it is. AR, you're welcome to join me as well, buddy. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Kendra Strega, welcome. Good to see you. Great to have you in the house, Miss Kendra. Noni McPoppins, welcome back to you. Let me see who else I may have missed real quick here, guys. Miss Krista, of course, I saw you. Let me see. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I appreciate you very much. Gordon Shumway's in the house. The done one. Welcome back to you. Good to see you today. Yes, in Xana's room. Let's see. DKM. What's happening? CC Ice in the house. I'm going live myself. Was trying to reach you. Oh. Well, I mean, shit. Sorry, bud. I didn't see anything. Mountain Mama. I mean, you're welcome to join me here, buddy. If you want to do it and link it that way, we can do it that way if you want. I think if you come up on panel here that you can just stream, it'll give you an option where you can stream to your audience, and then it would be a dual stream that way. If you have StreamYard, or even if you don't, I think you can do it. It's up to you, whatever you want to do, brother. I'm down for it. Beach Babe, good to see you. You know what? From a distance, it does look like and could look like a ski mask. I agree with that one too, Beach Babe. Sweet Melissa, welcome. Good to see you, dear. Adrian, welcome. Good to see you. It is very hot. It is very hot, yes. That's why we're all inside. Hope Floats, welcome. Good to see you, Val. It's been a while. All right, so that one there is that. This is new for me too. I never saw this one yesterday. See, there's a few that dropped, I think, after, but little by little. This, I'm guessing, is inside one of the closets. I don't know what the purpose of this picture was, but there we go. For those of you that may not have seen it, there was a couple. Most of the rest of them we did go over. I think I got all the rest of them, I think. And yes, please hit that like button if you guys would. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, SRBB. Kay says, why do you think he took the plea deal? You think he was forced to do it? As I do. I think he was cornered into it. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying Ethan's puppy jacket right there. Yes, I do see that. And there's a man's sweater. So maybe that's just showing that Ethan had clothes there. That could be a good point. That's a good point. Natural Sage, good to see you. That's awesome, Noni. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy those. Moonbreaker's in the house. Good to see you. And Moonlit Baby, good to see you. Let's see. Mandy GB, hello and welcome. I think I got you guys. Okay. Okay, 1 minute here. Now, I'm trying to make sure I have. 1 second. Let's see what they're saying about this stuff. Oh, that's something I got sent. SRB sent me something, and is this something I couldn't remember either? And I appreciate you sending this, SRB. Said that I don't remember seeing this. Is this isn't the missing footage, is it, you guys, that we were been looking for months? Absolutely, Kay. Absolutely. Take your time, Alicia. Don't worry about it, dear. You know, it's all good. I don't see a timestamp here, but what vehicle is that? Is it that vehicle right there? Oh my goodness gracious. What is happening here? Must be a holiday. It looks like it. Good afternoon, Mama Bear.
Hi.
How are
Can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Good.
Is that the... No, it's not the same car. It looks a little smaller. Yes, I hear you. Sound amazing. Maybe it is.
My laptop with my earbuds, so I wasn't sure what was going
Oh,
on.
no. You sound good. Maybe that is the same damn car. It just looks different on that camera, maybe, guys. Yep. So that is the police unmarked car. What do you think, Mama Bear? Does that look like the same damn car?
Does to me.
It does. Oh, there it is. That's at 529. I'm sorry. I didn't see the stamp at the bottom. Let's try that. There we go. Look at that, folks. Then there was light. 529.05. So no, that's not the time we were missing, but I never saw that before. That's what I thought too, Fettuccine. It was longer, but it might be the camera angle and the lens is making it look different. Because if you watch this here, see, it looks smaller to me in this video, but when it shows the car, it looks the same.
Right.
See it?
Uh-huh.
I think it's the IR lens. And that was at 5:30.
What is that? That looks like one of those. What is
But
it?
wait a minute, though. Hold on, though.
Fish eye lens.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. So here's my question, though. If that was the Banfield police officers, let me ask you a question. If that timestamp is correct and it's 5:29 a.m. on the 13th, weren't they done and out of that car and went home for the night at that point after their shift?
I guess if they got done with their shift at 5.
I mean, I thought that's how that went down. What's up, Brad guy? Good to see you. Daylight savings time. See, we talked about that too, Saltilla, but because of the whole Banfield thing. Jesus, it's the same color too. That's weird. Or it looks to be the same color. On my camera, your car looks longer. See, that's what I mean. These fish eye lenses can change things.
Yeah.
And the time on the Banfield cams is off too. So yeah, but that's... What were they doing and where were they going? Was that part of the patrol?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta wonder. I don't know, but thank you, SRB, because I have never seen that photo before, that video before, ever. Yeah, it's definitely a Ford in my opinion, but It looks just like this car. It looks like the same car to me. I'm sorry.
It does.
Even the wheels are the same. Huh. Now I got more questions, damn it. Every time we talk about something and we feel like we worked something out, discuss something, answer certain questions, guess what happens, folks? There's more questions. Sick of the questions.
Yes,
SRB coming through on the. Yes, she did it. She did it. She's another star here.
Yes, and hello, everyone. Sorry. I didn't
say hello to the bear. I know you guys didn't forget her. It's been a while, but she's still the same person. Yes, I just wish it would completely unravel all the way, Mittens, and be done. You know what I mean? I don't even know what day we're on, Kendra. I completely lost track of the days. Does anybody have? Yes, we miss her a lot, Tandy. I agree with you. You do things all the time, SRB. Stop it. Does anybody have been keeping track of the days that it's been? Last time I knew it was 36 days, and it's been a week ago, so I'm lost.
No, I can't even keep track of what today is, but
it is Saturday today, right?
Yeah, I know that much. I just don't know the date.
Okay, I just wanted to double check that out. Okay. Where are we at here? 42 days is what his deadline was. Kendra, from the day that he filed, or he was sentenced. I'm sorry. And like I said, I don't know exactly where we're at yet. I will find it out though. Molly reported a white Elantra. The Elantra pulled behind. That never happened, I don't think, Brian. There's a lot of what Molly says I don't believe. And yeah, definitely a lie. That's what I'm saying. There's definitely a lie. Terry, yep, welcome. That's Gun Rack Guy. It looks like the same car that the Banfield cops were driving, though. That's the weird thing. Yeah, it's definitely the angle, Bear, because it's when it's coming down at them, and it's at a distance, and it's got that wide angle lens, so that's why it looks weird, I think.
Yeah, it's stretching it.
That's true, Moonlit, that Molly didn't say it. They said she said it, but the police are the ones that said it. So, yes, I agree. Also about the DST, when they pulled over Sign Guy, he reported it at 3:38 a.m. and the dispatch confirmed. And Cam said, same. So how did that happen? So I don't know, Fizzy. I understand what you're saying now, but I don't know what happened. Molly said she never saw one pulling behind her. So once again, more lies from the police. Yes, they've lied a lot and changed a lot and confused a lot. I think that's the whole point, Bear, is they wanted to confuse everybody so we would all just get frustrated and walk away from it. Not going to happen with me. I want answers, and I'm not going to just let it go. I can't. I'm stubborn. The person that they say is Molly walking with the flashlight or cell looks like a guy's profile in the dark. Somebody else said that too, Krista. I don't know who was, but they did. Dunwan says when David Barracoa said he parked at Queen and walked home at 4, was that the Prime video? Or it was Prime, I think. I think it was in the Prime video, Dunwan. I think. Don't quote me. There's been so much stuff come out. Too much, actually. That was great, SRB. Thank you for that. And of course, Gray put out his version of these pictures. This is crazy, folks. Too much stuff. 1 second here. Nope. Okay. Hang on. And I'm gonna say it again, and it's not because of what the G family said. It's just general dignity in general. I won't be putting out, like, if you can visually see a body in a picture, I'm not going to put it out, guys. If it's blurred completely out, fine, but I'm not going to do that. Otherwise, because the victims deserve a lot more dignity than that, and they don't need to be that being the last way they're seen in life, okay? That's why I won't show those kinds of pictures. Not because I don't I can't, or I'm afraid to, or anything like that, or I'm bowing down to the Gonzalez family. That's nothing like that. I got a couple emails about that because of what I said yesterday. It's because
that in detail, do it your own time.
I'm sorry, say it again, Bear.
I said if they want to get that in detail, they can do that on their own time.
That's it right there. Yeah, it's right. It's about morality, folks. We don't need to see that to understand what happened. Okay, we don't need to see in-depth details like that to. I don't want to see the victims in this case in that being their lasting sense to me. Okay, I just and they don't deserve that. That's a lot of pain for those families to have to relive that. And I see there's going to be people that put them out, though. I promise that. And so be it. You do what you got to do, but I just don't have the ability. Just like with Delphi, the people that were putting out the crime scene photos for the 2 Delphi girls, shame on you. That was disgusting. I'm sorry, but those were minors, mind you, which makes it so much worse. But you just don't do stuff like that, folks. You got to have a little couth with this. Granted, we want answers and we want to understand. We can do that without having to look at that. Okay. I think it's edgy looking at some of the pictures we have looked at, you know what I mean? But it's still, to see blood spatter, the way things were done, it does answer questions, but there's no need to see everything in that sense. So don't anybody get upset with me. I'm just not going to do it. I think they saw pictures, Gaia, but I don't think they saw. My understanding is, don't get me, I don't want to say this is a fact, but from what I've heard and understood from them, they didn't see after the fact before the cremation happened. Okay, that's my understanding. I think that Chapin's may have, but the rest of them, I don't believe they did. Thank you, Gene, and welcome again if I didn't say it. Yes, that's all it is, guys. It's just about respecting the victims themselves. They've already been disrespected in so many different ways, you guys, that it's enough. You know, let's let them have that at least. Let them have that at least. I think they saw pictures, I think, after the fact. The problem was that they had, Gail, was that when they asked law enforcement, at least this is what they told us, when they asked law enforcement what happened exactly, you know, how did this happen? How did that happen? What was this about that? They won't tell them, according to what Steve said, that they just wouldn't tell them. According to what he said also, that Mabbitt gave them certain details with Kaylee, because she was their daughter, but that's the only answers he got, he said. And they really wanted to know exactly what happened, and they said they wouldn't tell him. So they're all over TikTok. I'm sure they are. I don't even need to see them, Sage. Yeah, I agree with you on that. They don't seem to care much over there. So, and that kills me because over TikTok, you can't say shit or you're shut down, but they'll put that out. Come on. Like, what the hell's going on? It's crazy. I think I'm going to drop. I did. There we go. Aries in the house. Good to see you, Aries. Thank you for joining us again. Oh, absolutely, Gaia. No problem, dear. Miss Katie Bats in the house. Welcome to all the meatballs, by the way. I appreciate you guys all being here so very much. It's true, Fettuccine. It's true. I feel like at some point, this is why I'm okay with this to an extent. At some point, there will be the actual autopsy reports that will get either put out or I can FOIA it, okay? And I will try to FOIA those, if nothing else. Bobby X, good to see you. There has to be certain pictures of it, Bobby. They have to have pictures of the bodies themselves for the investigation purposes. They have to in crime scene photos. That's just part of how they investigate. But for anybody to put them out is what I'm saying. I don't have any urge to. I definitely don't, and I'm going to try to FOIA it if they don't put it out. The actual true, not the reports that were given to us in the reports I read to you, but the real deal autopsy reports. And I can look at those and I can show those because it's just a diagram of the body. It doesn't show anything real, and we can go over those at some point. So if they're not going to put it out, I'm going to wait a little while and I'm going to try to FOIA it and see if I can get it. You know what I mean? I can't imagine why they wouldn't allow for that unless there's some lying there somewhere and they don't want us to know it. That's all I can think. Just watching the car videos yesterday, I can understand, Gene. I know. because and that's what gets a lot of us is all the lying, the deception. Nobody understands why. That's why I'm here doing this right now. Why I'm still talking about it. If you notice, I'm not really pushing the Brian issue anymore because at this point I don't care about that. What I want to know is why did any of this happen like this and how? And that's what I'm going to continue talking about. I know it's gruesome, but after all this, if I didn't see my kids, yeah, that's with one. I agree with that part. Yes. That part, Krista, I understand. And they should be upset about that too. And yes, the one with Murphy that I think everybody finally saw, that was the devil's talk yesterday. We weren't allowed to say that one. So, but I think everybody finally saw that Murphy under there. He looks terrified, folks. He does. And it's sad for him too that he had to go through that. You know, I know he's an animal, but he's still a living, breathing creature that was scared and terrified. So, oh, I was right. Gee, thank you. I don't hear that often. Thank you. Thank you. I know Brian. That Brian probably would be more upset about an animal being killed rather than a human being, but he loves his doggies. Yeah, it's sad. It's very sad. Poor Murphy. His little face, you could see he was petrified under there, probably trying to get away from the situation, and got as far back under that desk behind that tray and wrapped himself around that chair as he could. You know what I mean? To get away from it because there was nowhere else he could go to get away and hide. And that's just sad to me. It really is. And he probably has some trauma. Listen, believe this or not, dogs and animals can be psychologically traumatized just like human beings can, folks. And they can get PTSD and everything.
Well, I have a dog that's that way.
Oh, right. Of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. Welcome, Micro. Good to see you. Yeah, it was hard to see, Krista. It was very hard to see. And I even questioned myself yesterday at first, like, is it a rug? Because Tomboy kept saying it and saying, I'm like, maybe I'm crazy. But I've not seen too many rugs that have eyeballs. There's the problem. Yes. Simply good to see you. YouTube has been screwy past couple of days, so that's what I said before. I would love to see if they put Murphy in a bedroom, or not a bedroom, but like a room with Brian, and how if he would go to Brian, if he would like cower from Brian, if he would just be perfectly fine, happy-go-lucky, or if he would just be real quiet and tame down. I'm really curious to see how that would, because I think animals have more of an instinct than human beings do. And I think if he went to Brian and was very, because they smell people too, and they smell the good or bad in them per se, for lack of better terms. And to see how he would react would tell us a whole lot, I think, you guys. Sometimes I wish dogs could talk because you could put him on the stand and he could tell the whole story. Oh, they definitely have a memory. That's no lie, Bobby. I wonder, Dunn, though, if he was under that desk from way before. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he's with Jack, Krista. I think he's been with Jack since then. So, yeah, they definitely would remember. It's in one of Payne's write-ups. What are you talking about, Brian? What is? Wasn't it said that Murphy was first found on Kaylee's bed, but then Ellie showed up and decided to hide? And I don't know for sure, Noni. Listen, that's the problem. In the very beginning, we were told that Murphy was found locked in Kaylee's bedroom with the door shut. Do you guys remember that? Then it was that the doors were open and he just stayed in that room. And now we've seen him under that desk, so we don't know when he went under there, but there's a lot of different questions. We've heard stories that he was outside. We've heard stories that he was never there to begin with. So, I mean, take it for what it is. Take it for what it is. Brian or Jack, I didn't. What do you mean, fettuccine? Okay, I don't know. Let me move this here and that. Two and that two and that two. I didn't even know that link was in the chat, Mama Bear.
Do what?
Did you put that OneDrive link in the chat, or was that sent to us via Christy?
No, I put it in there for Christy and whoever wanted it. That's the stuff that Molly and I had collected and put in there since the day that murders happened.
Okay. I was gonna say because I forgot we had that stuff. There's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I honestly don't know what all's in there. And if it's
Everything and
all,
anything. I forgot we had most of this stuff. Truly. I'm grateful though that you guys did this because wow, I forgot a lot of this stuff was in there.
She may have other stuff.
I know she does.
She hasn't put in there.
Holy hell. I forgot even the boy. Remember the video, guys, the body cam video where they show up at the house and Hunter Johnson opens the door and there's the other guy there with him, and none of the people that lived there were home. They even went as far as to get the other guy that was in that video. They got his name and everything. That's how deep we dug into this back then. Molly did a lot. Mama Bear did a lot. And they saved everything, you guys. Everything.
I mean, there's house owners, there's car registration, there's
it's all there in that drive. Peter Elgar, I can never remember how to say his last name. Pete Elgaraja, I think it is. I don't know. But yeah, that was his name. And I never knew that for the longest time. And Molly sent it to me at one point and said, here it is. But yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff in that. I clicked that accidentally thinking that was the other link that Christy had put in that had the other photos. And I seen this and I opened it. I was like, holy shit. Wow. There it is. I still think Sherry was right. I'm always going to think Sherry was right. God, I miss Sherry. About the video where they're walking to the grub truck and that whole interaction. What did you say to Adam thing? I swear to God, and Sherry swore up and down that was like the key to this. And I can't say that I don't disagree with her. I've always wanted to know what the hell that meant. It definitely wasn't what Steve said. Said it was it was just girl stuff. It didn't mean anything. What?
What? No.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Is it going to open? Nope. No. Okay. So we don't have to worry about that. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I agree with that bit of cheating. Anyway, sorry guys, I'm kind of all over the place. I was just thinking and talking at the same time, or thinking out loud. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. So I haven't got to talk to you. Like, what do you think about all the photos and the video? Did you watch the video, Mama Bear? Did you get to see any of that yesterday?
I had to see bits and pieces of it.
You have any thoughts or feelings on any of that? We haven't really got to talk about it with you.
I guess I'm with everybody else as far as the crime scene photos. We're kind of expected, or we expect it to be like it is in the movies, and it's not exactly what we thought.
Right. Well, see, yeah, but Alicia made a good point behind that too. They made us feel like it was supposed to be that massacre scene. You know what I mean?
Right, because they keep saying it's the worst. Brian did the worst of the worst.
Yeah, right.
But
see, guys, there's a photo right there.
It was a heck of a lot worse than this.
Yes, it was. It was. That's the picture right there, guys, that everybody was seeing that they weren't seeing of Murphy under the desk.
I still don't think it's a dog.
Well, there's the face right there. You don't see the nose right now and the eyes?
I see what you guys are seeing, but I don't think it's a dog.
Okay. What else would look like that?
A sweater, a rug, something shoved under there.
With a nose and eyes?
If it was, have you ever seen photographic illusions?
Mm-hmm.
Trickery. Your eyes see what they want to see.
Yeah, Twist said they found him under a desk, I guess. So I guess it makes sense. I don't know. I see it.
I mean, and maybe it is him, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sold. Let me say that.
How about there? Does it look different now if I shrink it down?
No, because that one spot where you say is an eyeball or a nose looks like a roll of toilet paper to me.
That's because the sleeve is over top of it, Bear. Right there, that's the sleeve to the sweatshirt over top of his eye. Hanging down off the back of the chair. His other eye's right there. That's his one eye's behind the sleeve to the sweatshirt. There's his nose, his body, his ear. I can see his ear even right there now. Whoever cleaned this picture up is good. His two paws for the front are right here. His body's right here. And there's his back two paws laying there underneath the legs.
I'll take your word for it.
Let me see here. No problem. I had somebody gave me yay. Come on, dude. Where'd it go? I guess the Gonsalves put out on their page, by the way. It says, in regards to the crime scene photos being released of Kaylee, Maddie, Ethan, Xana, we know they are out, but we are begging you to not share them. These pictures are extremely private and causing immense pain for all the families. Please help us by not reposting or sharing them. We ask for your help and respect. Thank you, Christy. So you don't have to worry about me, guys. But yeah, that was put out too. Good Lord, it's still doing it. Same thing. Different link. I'm trying to find something I was going to show you guys, and it will not come up for me. And I went, oh, that was the one picture that people were saying yesterday they didn't see clearly. I have a different version of it now. That came from NBC. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of blood, folks. It's not in certain places.
That one, yeah.
Definitely in certain places. And yes, I do believe that is a futon. I can see the legs now. Somebody said yesterday I thought that was a futon, and there's that type of a mattress. So, and it was stated, yes, that she sold her bed, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's that one. It's a better but clearer picture, and you can see it better. So much. God. Jeez. That was sent over, and I appreciate that as well. Hang on. Different pictures for the kitchen. Still kind of confused about that whole thing, the way it was. But I guess that makes sense because the one we didn't see the. Oh yeah, the stove. I forgot about the stove time. 12:05, I think. I can't see that one number very well. What the hell? Oh. Okay. Bear with me, folks. I'm thinking out loud again. I'm just trying to find this one thing, and
Is this what you do now? That I've been gone? Is just talk out loud and talk to yourself?
well, when there's nobody to talk to, what am I going to do? It's hard. It's hard to be up here and talk when you're like talking by yourself. Sometimes. Oh, you're good, Meg. By the way, this is about, yes. That's what it's. That's why I get so upset about Twiz, because of that right there. 100%, and that's why I'll just continuously keep talking about it until something gives or something changes. I guess I don't know. So, moving on to a couple other things I was gonna say or review with you guys. Hold on. Give me 1 minute here. Where did it go? That's a good point, Simply, and I think that was a big thing. Any even brought that up, that those blankets cover up a lot of stuff too. So that's something to remember. There was audio to, where'd it go? One second. Maybe not. Oh, hang on. Thank you, Miss Girl. The photos were released to Idaho residents first, per FOIA's, and then the rest around 38 plus days later. Good to know that. Thank you very much. So I don't know if this shows anything more than what we've already seen and reviewed yesterday, and everybody else has done as well. I'm gonna play this real quick because somebody said to watch this. I haven't seen this fully, like the whole actual thing first. So, first and foremost, as always,
trigger warning. This video includes sensitive and violent content that may not be suitable for all viewers. This video is for 18 plus only.
And I promise you, there's nothing in here that I wouldn't show because they can't put it out. So, sorry for the echo. I'll shut up.
As you're about to see. NBC News is choosing not to show you the most graphic pictures from this crime scene, but we do want to warn you, some of the images you are about to see are graphic. This morning, for the first time, photos from inside that off-campus home where convicted killer Brian Kohberger committed those grisly crimes. The nearly 200 images of the crime scene now obtained from the Moscow Police Department through a public records request by NBC News affiliate KTVB. Many of the disturbing photos redacted or blurred by authorities, but they shed light on the since-demolished King Road house, where Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin were killed back in 2022.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
The last vestiges of a typical college home, an open front entrance with a wreath hanging on the door, a living room with a backpack and red plastic cups scattered on the floor. photos of staircases, a bedroom and bathroom where an investigator's reflection is seen in the mirror. But the images also show signs of the attack, including blood spots on a hardwood floor. And this is the glass door that police believe Koberger opened to enter that home.
The person that slithered through that sliding glass door now stands before the world and this court unmasked.
Koberger seen in this previously released photo moments after his arrest. And police also now releasing this video taken from a neighbor's porch in the early hours the morning of the murders. A white car captured speeding away. With his trial just weeks away, last month, Koberger pleaded guilty to all 4 murders to avoid the death penalty. But the victims' families had one last opportunity to confront him. Kaylee Gonzalez's sister, Olivia, delivering one of several emotional statements during his sentencing.
You're a delusional, pathetic, hypochondriac loser who thought you were so much smarter than everybody else.
The families now carrying on the memories of the 4 lives lost.
I mean, everything about Kaylee was amazing.
And she was going to light the world on fire, and we're missing her. You know, we're missing her.
Yeah, every day.
Just again, I can't imagine. Laura, or do we expect that police are going to be releasing other things like this?
Yeah, there may still be some documents to come here, including the final autopsy report. And Steve Gonzalez, who we talked to, of course, Craig, that's Kaylee's dad, he said, look, some of the families do not want that to come out. It's gruesome. And he wants to preserve the dignity of his daughter, of course, as you can imagine.
I'm sure they have their reasons for releasing it, but it's enough already.
Yeah.
His victims have been so much, they don't want to hear that name one more time.
Exactly. And as we should mention, we reached out to the rest of the families to get their position. We haven't heard back from Maddie and Ethan's families.
Thank you, Laura.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC.
Well, there wasn't much there, so I don't know what I was supposed to watch, but okay. I also got sent this. Hang on. I got sent this too. One second. Maybe this is what they meant, because this probably might have more. Hold on, folks. So bear with me. I'm sorry.
We are getting a look for the very first time inside the house on King Road as crime scene photos are released. And that full security video from the house next door shows the eerie moments leading up to the murders of 4 University of Idaho college students. I go through all of it.
Welcome, Carolyn.
Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. It's been a little more than 2 weeks now since Brian Koberger was shipped off to a maximum security prison to start serving his 4 consecutive life sentences for the murders of Maddie Mogen, Kaylee Gonzalez, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. And now we are getting a look at just a little bit of the massive amount of evidence still to be released by the Moscow Police Department. Crime scene photos from 1122 King Road have been released to a Boise TV station, KTVB. Law and Crime has actually requested a long list of items from Moscow PD and other agencies and has not yet received a response, but Idaho residents, they get a quicker response to these records requests. KTVB shared these photos that they received, and they show areas inside the home which are blurred and redacted. There are also images of the sliding glass door that Brian Koberger entered the morning of November 13th, 2022, intent on carrying out murder. The photos also show handprints on the back window of the home, but we don't know who those belong to. Now, the Today Show also shared some of these photos from KTVB. One showed Maddie's boots on the ground. You can also see red Solo cups. The photos show a typical college house that one man destroyed, turning it into a horrific crime scene. For what reason? We still don't know, and whatever reason he gave would never make sense to any of us. The release of the photos came after this photo of Brian Kohberger became public. It shows him shortly after his arrest on December 30th, 2022. Pennsylvania State Police raided his parents' home in Pennsylvania. Kohberger was wearing all black that morning. And now the entire video from the house next door to 1122 King Road has been released. The video from 1112 King Road was recorded from this camera. The house is right next door to where Maddie, Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan were murdered. At 3:30 a.m., the white Hyundai Elantra pulls onto King Road for the very first time and then pulls out a couple of minutes later. Here's a clip from the video put together by the Idaho Statesman. The Idaho Statesman video editors speed up the video by 15 times to show the next time that Kohberger pulls onto King Road at 3:38 a.m. and then leaves King Road at 3:40 a.m. Again, this video is speeded up by 15 times, and at 3:46 a.m., the DoorDash driver attempting to deliver food to Xana pulls onto King Road. At 3:51 a.m., the DoorDash driver can be seen walking along the street. In her statement to police, she said she had trouble finding the address. She even used a flashlight to try to find the numbers on the house. She turns around at one point, and you can see her walking back toward 1122 King Road, her flashlight in hand. Then at 3:56 a.m., the white Elantra turns onto King Road again and leaves at 3:58 a.m.
It don't look anything like an Elantra to me, folks. That is the car, the police car. I mean, they even stated it was, and they're still calling it an Elantra. The Elantra. I'm sorry. Welcome, Seema. Thank you, Brian. Absolutely. They're trying to, Anthony. Yes, it's a cilantro.
You saw the DoorDash driver left at 4 a.m. Detectives said in a report that Kohberger pulled in behind that driver and pulled out, and they don't believe that she ever saw him. Then at 4:04 a.m., the white Elantra pulls onto King Road again and makes a strange three-point turn. Hey, I want to tell you about a free app that I've tried. It's called Upside, and it will give you cash back on things you use every day, like gas fix for an extra 25 cents. Marks the beginning of the end of Maddie, Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan's lives at the
Nobody saw any SUVs in any of those videos, folks. So that was a blatant lie, once again.
hands of Brian Koberger, again, for no reason at all. Brian Koberger, dressed in all black, carrying a K-bar knife, sneaked into the house on King Road through the sliding glass door. The camera that captured these images also captured sounds believed to have come from Xana's bedroom.
Welcome, Clip.
The loud thud could have been Xana falling to the ground. Police reports reveal that Xana fought for her life. She had more than 50 stab wounds, many to her arms, hands, and face. She tried to fight off Brian Koberger. At 4:20, the coward flees the crime scene.
Yeah, there's a dog barking, Sima.
We now know definitively that that white car that nearly lost control speeding away from the crime scene was driven by Brian Koberger. For more than 2 years, he denied it was him through his lawyers. But then
It sure isn't, Tony. Welcome, Jeff, by the way. I see you there.
last month, a sudden change of heart.
With respect to count 1, burglary, felony, how do you plead, Mr. Kohlberger, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Prosecutors had planned to use this 3D model of the house on King Road to show jurors the strange layout of the house. The FBI actually built the model. The roof came off, and a witness like Dylan Mortensen would have likely used it to show jurors where her bedroom was located in relation to the others and the kitchen. But now there's no need for the model house.
As to count 2, murder in the first degree, as it relates to the murder of Madison Mogan, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
As to count 3, as it relates to murder in the first degree for the murder of Kaylee Gonzalez, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
As to count 4, the first degree murder of Xana Kernodle, a human being, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
As to count 5, the first degree murder of Ethan Chapin, a human being, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Koberger has finally admitted to killing the students in cold blood.
You've heard the plea agreement that I talked about today. Do you agree with that plea agreement?
Yes.
And do you understand the nature of the charges that you've been charged with that I understand you're going to plead guilty today to?
Yes.
As I indicated, I'm not bound by the plea agreement, but the plea agreement is for the maximum on each count. Do you understand that I'm not bound by the plea agreement?
Yes.
Has anyone promised you that I would be lenient or easy on you if you pled guilty?
No.
Has anyone threatened you or anyone close to you to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Has anyone?
No, and if you guys noticed, as soon as Brian took the plea, Hitler started acting like an asshole towards him and became rude, mean, and said ignorant things to him as to where he wasn't like that beforehand. As soon as he took that plea, completely different person. That was kind of surprising to me. Oh, he definitely was very much more animated than he ever was through the whole thing, Gay. I agree with that. Lucci. Hello, Lucci. Thank you for being here, Lucci. Herwit. Yes. I do agree with you on that.
Other than the state's agreements with respect to the plea agreement, has anyone promised you anything in exchange for your plea agreement?
No.
Has anyone told you to be untruthful in answering my questions today?
No.
Has anyone offered you a reward of any kind other than the plea agreement in order to get you to plead guilty today?
No.
He's violent. Yeah, I know. That's what he's supposed to do, Jeff.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Before being taken to prison, families of the victims told Koberger exactly what they thought of him.
I won't stand here and give you what you want. I won't offer you tears. I won't offer you trembling. Disappointments like you thrive on pain, on fear, and on the illusion of power. And I won't feed your beast. Instead, I will call you what you are. Sociopath, psychopath, murderer. I will ask the questions that reverberate violently in my own head, so loudly that I can't think straight most any day.
A Payne could get arrested if they could prove that there was misconduct or any sort of investigational, anything that he did wrong. He can be arrested 100%. IED definitely would take over on such a situation like that, and many police officers have been arrested. So anyone saying he can't, you're wrong. If they prove certain things, of course.
Some of these might be familiar, so sit up straight when I talk to you. How was your life right before you murdered my sisters? Did you prepare for the crime before leaving your apartment? Please detail what you were thinking and feeling at this time. Why did you choose my sisters? Before making your move, did you approach my sisters? Detail what you were thinking and feeling. Before leaving their home, is there anything else you did? How does it feel to know the only thing you failed more miserably at than being a murderer is trying to be a rapper? Did you recently start shaving or manually pulling out your eyebrows? Why November 13th? Did you truly think your Amazon purchase was untraceable because you used a gift card? How do you find it enjoyable to stargaze with such a severe case of visual snow? Where is the murder weapon? The clothes you wore that night? What did you bring into the house with you? What was the second weapon you used on Kaylee? What were Kaylee's last words? Please describe in detail the level of anxiety you must have felt when you heard the Bearcat pull up to your family home on December 30th, 2022. Which do you regret more? Returning to the crime scene 5 hours later, or never, ever going back to Moscow, not even once, after stalking them there for months? If you were really smart.
And that's not true either, because he did drive back into Moscow for different things after this happened, folks. Just so everybody knows that too.
Smart, do you think you'd be here right now? What's it like needing this much attention just to feel real? You're terrified of being ordinary, aren't you? Do you feel anything at all? Or are you exactly what you always feared? Nothing.
I want to bring in Mark Weaver to talk about this new evidence being released. You know, Mark, you've covered a lot of cases. You've dealt with public records, battles, requests. Your first reaction to this video, I know Dateline published part of this video back in May. Now we have the Idaho Statesman getting a hold of this and publishing a longer version of it. Your thoughts as a death penalty prosecutor on watching this video and watching the white Elantra. Brian Koberger now admits it was me, just circling that crime scene, circling and circling. It's like a vulture circling around prey.
That's a good analogy. I have prosecuted murder cases, and I've worked on public records cases, and I've also been the one who has to redact records that get released to the press. So this is an interesting perspective for me to talk about. There's a sinister feeling to watching this. We know what's about to happen, and it does feel like a vulture circling a prey, or a shark circling a victim. And, you know, obviously it's late at night. It just makes it feel creepier. And then there was the release of the crime scene photos that some of which were blurred, but we have a real sense of what it looked like outside as he was building up the nerve to commit this crime that he probably had been fantasizing about in his head for days, weeks, or months. And then what it looked like inside to be actually there and know that that's what the crime scene looked like to him, and the last images of his victims.
It's just horrifying. 200 of these crime scene photos were released to KTVB TV in Boise. The Idaho news outlets are getting these records faster because of the public records laws in Idaho. Idaho residents get a response more quickly within 3 working days. Out-of-state residents, 21 working days, just to put that out there. It's so sad, though. I mean, they didn't publish all of the crime scene photos because they're very graphic, even in their redacted nature. But you really get a sense of these were kids in a college house who went to bed. We already knew these things, but you're seeing it. They went to bed and never woke up because somebody went into their house and stole their lives. I mean, it's really hitting you in the gut how horrific and disgusting this is.
Yeah, we send our kids off to college knowing that this is their last chance to learn about life before they have to start their adult career and their life. And so if you were casting a movie and you had to create a set for what a college house might look like, you take the red cups and put them on the ground.
Jesus, this dude's eyebrows look worse than any I think I've seen yet. Good Lord.
You take cases of beer and put them down on the ground, and you'd have stuff all messy. This is exactly what it looked like. So it's we all have been in houses like this, and that's what some people live like. Good on them. That's what they're supposed to do when they're kids. But it is a reminder that this innocence was stolen by this personification of evil, circling, fantasizing, slipping in, and then committing these heinous murders.
Yeah, absolutely heinous. I mean, it's just beyond belief. Could you tell me, Mark, let's go back to that video. You look at this video and they weren't able to definitively identify the vehicle from that portion of the video. They used other pieces of video to identify the vehicle, but it still establishes a clear timeline in the crime. How valuable is that piece of video?
When you're building a complex case, when you don't have a confession, when you don't have solid DNA evidence, we had some DNA evidence here, but we don't have just absolutely solid DNA evidence. Mm-hmm. Jurors want to see that the prosecution has done their homework. So when I prosecute cases, I always use PowerPoint. I always put visuals up. Sometimes I'll do a timeline. Sometimes I'll connect the dots. It shows a professional prosecution. It gives jurors who might have some reasonable doubt in the back of their head a way to quell that reasonable doubt and say, you know what, this is a professionally prepared case. They have this touch delay on the sheath of the knife. They have all these other pieces of the puzzle, but the timeline is the one that brings all the individual pieces together.
The timeline is very important here because it goes up, it kind of lines up with the surviving roommate DM and her story. And then you have her text messages. So it is a circumstantial case, or at least it was a circumstantial case. But I think that video is very important because you take the DoorDash driver that you can see in it when she drops off the food, and you couple that with Dylan's testimony, her account of what happened, and her cell phone records. and you have a very clear picture, a narrative of what happened in that house.
Yeah, every case I prosecute now, we're using digital evidence. There's more doorbell cameras, there's more security cameras, there's texts, there's geolocation.
After this, Tony,
when the DoorDash driver took that photo, we have the metadata from her photo, so know exactly when she dropped the food off. And jurors are coming to expect this. It makes you wonder how cases like this were solved and proved 75 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
There were murders, there were heinous knife murders of young people 75 years ago, and those prosecutors didn't have the evidence we have now. And juries come to expect that. And it used to be called the CSI effect. Jurors want to have all the science to prove things. Sometimes in my prosecutions, I don't have scientific data. I just have good old-fashioned eyewitness data and other things. And we have to explain to the jurors, sometimes we have science, sometimes we don't. In this case, we had some pretty good science.
I want to go back to what you brought up before about the DNA, how they had the DNA on the snap of the knife sheath. But that was the only DNA they had of Bryan Kohberger in that house. It's a powerful piece of evidence when you couple it with everything else. But at the same time, you never know how something is going to be attacked at trial and how it's going to unfold at trial and how a juror or jurors are going to perceive that once it comes out on the stand. Do you think, the prosecution could have been a little nervous about all of this? Especially with no connection to the victims. They said that they talked about everything they didn't have in this case when accepting this plea. Do you think they were a little nervous and that's why they were so?
There's a lot of people that are mad at him for pleading guilty, but at the same time, understand that it was probably because he had no other choice at that point. That's how a lot of people are looking at it.
Quick, boom, to accept that plea and say, sign on the dotted line, we'll take it, without maybe saying, you know what, Ann Taylor, we're going to need him to sit down and answer a few questions, and then we'll consider striking the death penalty.
That's a good theory. I think 24 years ago when I tried my first jury trial, I was very confident in my evidence, and young prosecutors who are starting out are very confident in their evidence. The more jury trials you prosecute, the more you realize that jurors are like everybody else. Some of them are odd. Some of them are hard to persuade. Some of them don't understand science. Maybe they didn't take chemistry in high school or college. Some of them reject modern notions of science. And all you need is one juror. Just one juror could either hang the jury, meaning you'd have to start the trial all over again months later, or one juror on the death penalty phase to say, yeah, he did it, but I don't really like the evidence. I'm not going to vote for the death penalty. And then we're back to life in prison. So it's hard to get a death penalty prosecution when you don't have a confession or rock solid DNA evidence. The kind of DNA evidence they found is a newer process that we've only been using in the last few years. And you just never know if there's not one juror who's in their mind saying, nah, I don't think this is right. There's something missing here in the science.
Bill Thompson had said, during the press conference, he kind of echoed what Judge Hippler said at the sentencing, that how could we know what Bryan Kohberger would say would be true, even if we did talk to him? He was ready to plead guilty. He was ready to say, I did it. So, I look at it as a lot of times these killers, they don't tell you the whole truth, but they tell you enough to get a clear picture. And they give you something that really seals it and corroborates everything and ties it together. Debbie. Do you think that would have been worth it to still sit down with him and have him answer a few questions, even if you thought maybe he'd be lying about some of it?
Yeah, I think so. You and I have been on the air, I don't know, 8, 10, 12 times on this case over the last few years. And in one of my previous interviews with you, I did not criticize the prosecutor for agreeing to this deal for the reasons I've just explained, that there's all these ways it could wind up going the wrong way. But I am critical of the prosecutor for not getting a proffer, for not requiring as part of this deal that this killer explain more about what happened. It would give, not full closure, some small amount of closure to the victims' families. I suspect he may offer to do this somewhere down the road. either for money or clemency or fame. We saw this with Ted Bundy. There's some indication that perhaps Koberger, was interested in the Ted Bundy case. And Ted Bundy completely denied he killed 30, 40, 50 young women. We're not sure the total number. Completely denied it all throughout all of his trials. And then just days before he was to be executed, he brought in a news crew, and he brought in people who would ask him questions, and he said, "I'll tell you all of it," in the hopes that maybe the governor would commute his sentence to life in prison. So he was dealing right till the end. In that case, Bundy was trying to deal away the death penalty. But he didn't say a word until it became in his interest to say something, and then he gave significant details, and in fact told authorities about some murders that they didn't realize that Bundy had done.
Yeah, I feel that Brian Koberger was allowed to walk into prison with currency, and that currency was his story.
Yes, that's right. And he has it now. And as I said, I do suspect at some point, because he's creepy and devious and smart, you're not a PhD student without being smart, creepy and devious and smart, he will try to spend that currency somewhere down the road.
Yeah, I agree with you 110%. Any final thoughts on this new batch of evidence coming out? I mean, there's still more to come. It's dribbling out bit by bit. But any final thoughts on the video and the crime scene photos?
Yeah, I watch it, and part of my brain is the prosecutor part, analyzing it. The other part is the father, and trying to imagine these families looking at these images, knowing that their children are behind the blurs, and that the blood spatters belong to their children.
That is the big one. The real question would seem to be, in her opinion, it says, was the IGG actually considered a part of the case? That is a huge question, in my opinion, and probably one of the most important things in this case. Great point, too. Very good point. Thank you, Ms. Lucy.
And so I always want to try to remember the human side of this and our need to pray for these families and what they're going through. What a horrible thing that this man caused in the lives of these four families.
You know what I find to be interesting is all of the, if and when it's proven that Brian had nothing to do with this at all of the retractions that would need to be done from so many different people, I think would be interesting to see. Not that it will happen. I'm just saying that would need to be done, should need to be done, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying. I don't know, y'all. I got a lot of way too many more questions. I want to know, well, it was brought, a lot of people brought it up during when we were reviewing the photos. Excuse me so much. That didn't seem to be like what any other crime scene I've ever seen. They didn't seem to be being taken care to where like the booties on their shoes and things like that to be able to preserve it. They just didn't seem to care. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. I can agree with you, Paco. I don't know if it's because it's small town and they just don't do that kind of stuff. Welcome back, Alicia. Seems to be that making up the live 4 trial with how the wording is on the agreement on the online docket, depending how it's interpreted. But I don't know. I'm not an attorney. I understand what you mean. I get it. Let's see. Or if the laws change. Sure. Yeah, I can't wait until Cy's stuff is unsealed so that he can speak. I do want to hear from him. I want to hear his thoughts on this, even if it doesn't go, in the direction that, everybody wants it to. I want to know. I want to see what he has to say. Hey, Summer, good to see you. And Matt Amlo, welcome to you. I would like to hear everybody that I believe should be held accountable for this speak out on and answer the questions that every one of us have that nobody's able to ask them and see if they'll answer them. You know what I mean? I doubt that they will, but just saying. So let me see this thing real quick that Debbie brought up. If it's something. I don't know if it's any different than what we're talking about here. Oh, I got you, Lucy. Yeah. Wait, what did she do here? 1 second. Oh, yes, I did hear about this. So this channel, that's the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. Thank you for reminding me, actually. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Just, and I only wanted to review this with you out of curiosity as to what you guys think. Hold on here. If I would quit screwing things up here. 1 second. Okay, so again, everybody has different feelings, different opinions on different things. I just thought it was interesting what she said. So I did see this. I completely missed out what you were saying, Debbie. I'm sorry. I was completely like gone from what you said. So yes, I saw this, and actually, I did want to ask if anybody did see this and go over this real quick with you to ask you what your thoughts are, because it's definitely different. Okay, it doesn't mean that there has to be facts in it, but it's an interesting way to look at this. Just saying. The channel is I'm gonna put the link in chat, and hang on. You still here, Mama Bear? I think I put her to sleep already, folks.
No, I'm here.
You're so quiet, always. 1 second. Okay. Okay. All right, let's check this out for a minute. And seriously, be honest. You're not gonna hurt my feelings, and it's just an honest opinion. I'm gonna give mine too, as to what you think of this. Don't feel bad. You're not gonna hurt nobody's feelings. Yeah, I'll be here tonight too, so we won't be here too awful long. Because I have to. I'm gonna run the Weird, Creepy, Unexplained, and Scary Saturday Night, and we're gonna be talking about the Michigan Dog Man and some other Dog Man stuff, guys, for our way to get away from all this stuff for one day of the week. So if you're interested in that stuff, please stop by tonight. All right, again, the channel is Huda London Mental Health and Crime Reacts. I put it in the chat, and let's see what she's saying here, guys, and just give me your thoughts, feelings, and opinions. The real deal too. And like I said, you don't have to take it seriously. You don't have to think it's real. You don't, none of that. It's just an opinion, in my opinion, and everybody takes things differently. So just however you perceive it, it is what it is.
Attention to all the windows and all the blinking that's going on. Now you're going to see someone running out of the door. Oh my God. I think the person hopped into the white car. Now pay attention. It goes really quickly. There. Did you all see that? You see the car leaving King Road. The person will come running out from the door on the right-hand side in the big house, this huge white house. Y'all will have to.
What she's saying, folks, for those of you that aren't getting it, is that as this car, it is too hot, Texas. I agree. And worse for you guys down there. I can't imagine it. What she's saying is this car leaves, and then this person comes out of the house, heads down the street. And I think she believes that that person jumped in that car. I never thought of that yesterday as even a possibility. And at this point, anything in this case is a possibility to me. But that's a very interesting theory, folks, if that's true. You know what I mean? And you got to wonder, what was going on? There's definitely some action going on in this house right here the whole time that these cars are moving around. You see people moving, you see lights going around, movement inside, on and off, so on and so forth. It's weird, but I never ever had that feeling. You know what I mean? Or that thought. And it just like caught me off guard the first time. I'm like, whoa, that's different. So that's why we're talking about it real quick. Oh, cool, K-Dips. It'd be good to see you tonight then.
To keep on rewinding it and try to stop. I've been trying so hard. It's really difficult. It goes so quickly. Pay attention.
Now, the funny thing is, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but you can see the person come. It seems like they're moving. Well, it's because it's moving fast, but they come across the window on the inside, all the way down, around, and right out the door. So you can see it from there as it starts. Yeah.
Did you all see that? Oh my God. There's a car on the left-hand side next to Jack D's house that you can see the flashlights turn on. Look at it. Look at the left-hand side. The person will run now from the right-hand side. So you see, the car comes now. Now just keep your focus on this White House. Do you see? Do you see? They're giving each other signals. Let this car pass. Now watch the figure running out. The figure is going to run out now. Do you see what's going on? They're flashing. So now you see the car coming again. It's now that you see everything. Pay attention to that big house.
Well, now, see, that makes me also wonder about Molly with her flashlight. That's weird. Huh.
So look at the signals going on. Look at the signal. Okay, the white car is going to come back again. And keep your focus straight down on that white building. On the right-hand side, you see the door. Now the car is going to come back. Okay. you see the figure? There. Bingo.
That's quite interesting.
Do you all see some people standing there? One of them is going to come running out. Pay attention. You see that? I think the person runs to the car, to the white car driving. Pay attention. Here's the car. I don't think it's Brian Koberger. There goes the white car. Now, when the white car is driving out of King Road, do you see the light flashing? We need to focus on the house straight down. Do you see the windows? And look at the first floor, the ground floor. Do you see the second floor? Lights are flashing, or torches.
Now, one thing I have to say, folks, is the blink that you see in this window up here, right before the car shows up, is obviously the headlights of the car reflecting off the window. Okay, so if that's what she was referring to, that is, in my opinion, what that is. Just saying.
Now the white car is leaving. Watch the person running out quickly. He's running after the white car. Now the person's going to run out from that door. Let's watch it again. Okay, now what? Come on. Pay attention. You see? So the people were hiding in that white building. Now you can see people standing near the window. And now watch the figure run. Let me know what y'all think. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Again, like I said, I think it's interesting, if nothing else, that, and I never put the two together, that, you know, the person that left the building oops, sorry guys, I was muted. So what I what I find interesting is the car taking off and then the person comes out running after in the same direction. That is interesting because we don't know what happens after you go past that corner there. You can't see it. And it is interesting that it happens at the same time. That's what I'm saying. So right, we don't know, Moonlit. That's the problem. We don't know if they had anything to do with each other at all. But it's just interesting with the way she put it. That's all I'm saying. I'd like to know who lives there, or who did live there, truly. No idea, criminal. You see Murphy. Really? What? Have a good place, 300. Bye. Or a good night, 300. Bye. Hold on here a minute, folks. One second. Just a second, guys. I'm not leaving yet, guys. I just thought that they were leaving, so I said goodbye. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to look at something. Anyway, what are you doing over there, Ron Bear?
Why?
Sounds like you're scraping or something.
Oh, probably the dryer close by.
It is a dryer now that you said that. What the hell? There's some people putting out some wild things here. What the hell? Is Kaylee really gone? What? Jesus. Let me see. So, I thought some others might join me up here, but I guess not. That's okay. And we won't be here too long because I have to be back in here a little bit later. I just wanted to see, what everybody's thoughts were on the pictures and if there's one minute. One thing I do want to say is that when I was watching what is supposed to be Molly with the flashlight in her hand looking for this address, supposedly, where was the food? I did not see. I zoomed it in best I could, froze it, looked at it, so on and so forth. I saw nothing but a flashlight. So where was the food that she was dropping off? That was something I had questions about. Nothing that I saw, Chet. Nothing new. Show Walter's place. I thought he lived in the apartments down on Queen. That means BK did all that damage in 2 minutes and got out without evidence. Yeah, sure he did. Sure he did, Twiz. Yeah, I'll never believe it. It makes no sense. That's like one of the dumbest things you could ever. It just makes no sense, dude. Oh, Lord, guys. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do or how to feel about this. I know one thing. Oh, Mama Bear's the #1 co-host. I just now saw that. That's cute. You're so funny. Of course you are, but I just now noticed that. Isn't it 3 minutes now, too? Wait, what? I'm sorry, Krista. What do you mean, hun? She left the food in the car with the dog. I don't even know that their dog was there until at that time. I think she came back. I did, Christine. About putting out the photos and stuff. I did. Or Wade, sorry. If that's what you're meaning, yes. Miss Meg, side-eyeing things. I see you. What about the hybrid? Showing back up at 526 or whatever that was a little around the place constantly. Yeah, that's something that I had questions about earlier, guys, is because we heard that they did what they did and then they got done at a certain time. Hold on here. This picture has me kind of floored a little bit, if it's what it is, because it sure as hell looks like it is. And I have, once again, even more questions than I had. 1 second here. Oh, yeah, I did want to show you this too, by the way, real quick. This is the same dog. Okay, this is Murphy, basically. It's not Murphy himself, but this is a Murphy. I should put it that way. I was going to show you guys this yesterday, and I completely got lost within what I was doing and forgot, so I'm sorry. Please forgive me. But yeah, this is Murphy. I'm going to let you hear the dog barking, and it's the same size dog, same breed and everything. That's Murphy. A Murphy. Not the Murphy, but a Murphy. It'll probably help if you can hear it, right? Hang on. And I'll let you guys. Hey, Lily. Good to see you, dear. Now, understand something. The bark is not as, I guess, angry. Maybe. Okay. Because he's not really like going at it like or upset. Maybe upset. Maybe not angry. But I think, and after I listened to it with the mods, a couple of them said, yeah, that could definitely be the same dog. Plus, we're hearing it through a camera, through a wall of another house. I mean, I don't know. So I think he was full grown Texas, but just not full grown in years, full grown size. You know what I mean? So about a year's time, I think Alicia just said, yeah, around a year. So he would be full grown physically, but not like mentally, probably not. And like I said, the first time I heard the dog bark, it sounded like a German Shepherd or something like that to me too. There it is. They have a deep bark too. I just didn't expect it. Possibly Texas. And I do have one other one too. Hold on. Where did it go? Is it up here? No, that ain't it. I must have went the wrong way. 1 second. Oh, that's not the same. I guess this is half of what Murphy is.
Go ahead and back your dog up. Okay, stop there. Reach down your left hand, grab that collar, and reach on. Good boy. Good boy.
All right, so this is half of his breed. Somebody sent me. And this is a hell of a lot more of a ferocious bark, too. One minute, please. It's funny to see a dog like this get ferocious. Cracks me up.
I can't find it through his hair. Okay.
What? Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Out. Good boy.
Hey. 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 Go ahead and back your dog up.
Good boy.
So I guess they can have a louder, deeper bark, but he's a labradoodle, yeah. Half lab, half doodle. Poodle, sorry.
No, I thought he was golden doodle. Golden
Doodle.
retriever and pool.
Golden doodle, I'm sorry. Golden retriever poodle. Sorry, I get confused with those. It is that's a purebred poodle, I think, Texas, which is why they're so big. Am I right on that, Bear? The big ones that are purebreds are actually like the taller.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to make sure I was right because I know the only poodles I ever saw were tiny little things. And then I seen with this one of these one day and I was like, what the hell is that? So yeah. Yeah, golden doodle, guys, not a labradoodle. My apologies. So it could be his bark, plus we're hearing it like distorted. That's the other side of it too. So I just wanted you guys to hear that from both of those to see if it makes any difference to you. It's funny to watch that. It cracks me up seeing that very feminine, pretty looking dog go crazy like that. That's a crack. Just hilarious to me. Absolutely. The first one I showed you is what Murphy was. I didn't see. I thought I'd have more people having questions and thoughts about those pictures, but I guess not. I thought you left 300. I'm sorry. Murphy can only improve. Well, any dog as they get older, definitely. Miss Noel's in the house. Hello, dear. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Oh, Lord. Too hot. That's way too hot. Yeah, it's hot out today for sure. And what's it? Is it hot in Indiana, Miss Mama Bear?
I refuse to go outside. But I think it's supposed to hit the 90s today.
Yeah, it's crazy hot here too.
It's
Very
too
hot. Welcome, Tara. I didn't see you till just now. Yeah, we're not supposed to be this hot in these northern states, folks. I don't like it at all. So, yeah, and that's the thing I was going to say, Done One, is it's distorted because it's in a separate house, recording from the outside, and it's going to be distorted. It's going to echo. It's going to have a bit of a different sound to it than what it would be as if it was right in front of your face. Welcome, Whitney.
Muffled.
Yeah, muffled. I lost a child on. They believe you have lost a child, so I think that the diagrams will just be just fine. Wait. I've lost a child, and they believe you have lost a child. I think I understand what you mean, Whitney. Thank you. 1118 was selling for $610,000. Are you kidding me? See, they're trying to get that property is worth a lot because they want to put apartments there. I'm telling you, it's crazy. That's me too, Meg. I can't stand the humidity. It drives me nuts. That's the worst part of it all. So I think, like I said before we get out of here, I think for sure that I have a lot of issues.
We know. Oh, my mic's not on. Off. Miss me, don't you?
So, yeah.
Anyway,
I can't remember what the hell I was going to say now. Oh, I am too, LR. I have a lot of issues with the way the crime scene was handled. That's what I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted.
You said I have issues.
With,
and you stop.
I didn't get to finish talking. The crime scene, certain photos. We do understand now why there weren't any markers. I think because it was done by one of the local or one of the officers on the scene with his phone, so on and so forth. I'll never ever want to be in Texas, Ranger. Never. If I want to go to hell, I'll just commit a crime and go to hell. That's all. I don't need to go to Texas. Can't handle that shit. Not at all.
No.
I don't know how you guys do it, but more power to you. Home is home. So that's one of my biggest issue with that, and that's what I thought you guys were would be interested in, would want to talk about, but nobody seemed to want to today. And I understand, that's fine. You guys are probably over it, and I'm sure there'll be something new coming soon, as there always is. So, excuse me. It's nice to have you join me today, Bear. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Why is no one talking
I
about
try
it?
every chance I get.
I know it's hard.
Even if I have to clean house while I'm here.
I get it. I get it. I didn't know anything about that, done one. Sorry. Did not know. But yeah, I will be back here a little bit later. Not too long. I'm actually going to go through with it, Alicia, because I get the chance to. We're going to be covering the Michigan Dog Man and other stories like that tonight on the Weird, Creepy, Unexplained, and Scary Saturday night. Our break away from true crime and Idaho. God, thank you. Taking a break from it, at least for one night, and covering that stuff. So if you're into that and you like a little bit of weird, spooky, strange stuff, please join us. I appreciate it very much. And let's get away from some true crime stuff for just one night, guys. I appreciate you so very much. Mama Bear, thank you again for being here. I appreciate you very much, as always. And
You're
I'm
welcome.
very happy to get to have you come up here with us. I appreciate it very much. So you took a break.
Try again
All right.
tomorrow.
Well, that's
If
good.
you go live tomorrow.
What'd you say, Bear?
I said I'll try again tomorrow if you go live tomorrow.
Well, I think I will be here at least. I definitely will be here in the morning for the morning show. So I'd love to have you join me for that one. If you want to, it's not too early. And you're not too busy, so that would be fun. And then whatever else we do tomorrow, if I do it, you can, if you feel up to it, you can join me for that too. I appreciate you. Absolutely midnight. Like I said, there wasn't too much more, guys, for us to discuss. I thought we'd have others jumping up here talking about these pictures and stuff. So my apologies. I gave my thoughts on it, what I think. I'm not, and I think there's more pictures coming. First and foremost, we did do Bigfoot, Texas, a couple different times. You just weren't here for it, my friend. So there will be more pictures to come, I feel very strongly about, and more documents or whatever reports coming. There's something else coming. I other than what we just got. There'll be more pictures, I think, too. For whatever reason, I think they're releasing them slowly, maybe to see the reaction that people have to them first, possibly. So on and so forth. So we'll see. But if for those of you that I won't see tonight, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. It was her channel I was sharing. That's why I put her thing up there, guys. That was provided by Hudo London. And I put her link in the chat, by the way. Again, I'll do it again for you real quick. There it is. If anybody wants to go check her out, there's the link. Please do. She does have a few other videos that relate to this that are kind of interesting. If you want to see what she has to say, please go check her out, guys. Like I said, for those of you that I'll see tonight, I'll see you very soon. For those of you that I won't, I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. And for those of you that I won't see, I hope you have a great rest of your night. And guys, thank you so much for joining us. Much love. Very much appreciated having you all here. Don't forget to love yourself and love each other. Don't change a thing. You guys are the beautiful people, and we'll both see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. I'll see you later.
This ain't no slow burn. This a new chapter. There go Cafe the Meatballs. Yeah, we locking it down. Late night, no sleep, mind on the chase. Found a new feed and I picked up the pace. The cafe, the truth, no lies on the table. Found my whole fam and this shit ain't a fable. Used to feel lost, feeling jill like a ghost. Now I got a whole crew, man, I'm feeling the most. They go on the mic, yeah, his voice is a beacon. Every time he drops true, my intellect to awaken. This ain't for the clout, ain't for the quick fame. This for the lost ones that they forgot and they we watching the cases. We digging in deep while the whole world out here still fast asleep. For the cafe, this for the whole fam. This for the real ones that don't give a damn. We holding it down, yeah, we sticking to the code. The meatballs on fire, yeah, we breaking the mold. So thank you, Dago, you a whole leader. Built a real community for every single reader. Only on YouTube, but the bond is worldwide. From the cafe to the crib, yeah, we all ride. Let's ride. Ain't no merch drops, just pure dedication. This ain't just a channel, it's a new nation. We all in the comments, we all in the chat. We got a real bond and you can't top that. From the missing to the victims, we seeing the light. We standing for the truth in the middle of the night. You gave us a voice, gave us something to believe. Yeah, the meatballs, man, you better not leave. We loyal to the real, we ain't doing no faking. Every new video, man, a whole squad awaken. He don't need no fame, he just need a real mic and a loyal crew that's gonna ride with him for life. For the cafe, this for the whole fam. This for the real ones that don't give a damn. We holding it down, yeah, we sticking to the code. The meatballs on fire, yeah, we breaking the mold. Meatballs. So thank you, Dago, you a whole leader. Built a real community for every single reader. Only on YouTube, but the bond is worldwide. From the cafe to the crib, yeah, we all ride. Let's ride. Yeah. From the cafe to the crib. We all ride. Dago. The meatballs. To the last upload, man.